If you're thinking about selling your home in the Santa Clarita Valley and you're wondering how long it's going to take, I'm going to give you the real answer today. Not the answer designed to make you feel good, the real one. Because the truth is, in this market, some homes are sitting for 60, 70, even 80 days or more, and some homes are selling in under 2 weeks with multiple offers on the table. Same city, same market, completely different results. The difference has nothing to do with luck. I'm going to show you exactly what separates those two outcomes and what you need to know before you list your home in Santa Clarita today. Hi, this is Rima Rafeh with the Rafeh Group with eXp Realty, and I've been selling real estate in Southern California for over 2 decades, and I have closed over $1 billion in real estate sale right here in this market. I know this market, and today I'm going to walk you through everything you need to understand about timing, pricing, and what actually takes to sell your home fast in Santa Clarita Valley right now. Let's start with the honest picture, where the market is right now. Because if you've been listening to what people say at dinner parties or reading headlines, you might have a very distorted view of what's actually happening here in the Santa Clarita Valley. The average days on the market in Santa Clarita Valley right now is sitting at 45 days or more. That means the average home, not the worst home, the average home is taking over a month and a half to find a buyer. And when you factor in 30 to 45 day escrow on top of that, you are looking at potentially 3 to 4 months from the day you list to the day you close. That is the reality for sellers who go into this without a strategy. Now, here's what I want you to understand about that number. 45 plus days on the market is not a death sentence. It's a market condition. And market conditions affect every seller the same way weather affects every driver on the road. The weather is the same for everyone, but not everyone drives the same way in it. Some people adjust, slow down, drive smart, and get where they are going safely. Others don't adjust at all, and they end up stuck on the side of the road. The sellers who are sitting for 60, 70, 80 days in the market are not necessarily sitting because the market is bad. They are sitting because their strategy isn't right for the conditions. And the sellers who are selling in days in the same market are doing something differently. We're going to talk about exactly what that is today. Before we talk how to sell fast, let's talk about why homes are sitting longer in the first place. Because if you understand the why, the solution becomes obvious. The first reason is interest rate. Buyer purchasing power has been affected by elevated interest rates over the last couple years. That means the pool of qualified buyers for any given home is smaller than it was 2 to 3 years ago. When rates were near historic lows, fewer buyers in the pool means less competition. Less competition means sellers can't just throw a home on the market at any price and expect a bidding war. Those days are behind us, at least for now. What this means for you as a seller, it's simple. You are competing for a smaller pool of buyers, and every other seller in Santa Clarita Valley is competing for that same pool. The homes that are priced right, prepared well, and marketed aggressively are winning that competition. The ones that aren't are sitting. And the second reason is inventory. Santa Clarita has seen gradual increase in available inventory compared to the ultra low supply environment 2021 and 2022. More homes on the market means buyers have more choices. And when buyers have more choices, they are more selective. They walk away from a home that feels overpriced or underprepared. When there are 3 or other options down the street, you are no longer the only game in town. You need to be the best option in town. The third reason, and this is the one that most real estate agents will not tell you, is overpricing. The number one reason homes sit in the market is not the interest rate, is not the inventory, it's overpricing. Plain and simple. Sellers who go to the market at the wrong price are the ones creating those 60, 70, 80 day statistics. And every day a home sits on the market is a day that costs the seller in carrying cost, opportunity cost, and negotiating leverage. We're going to spend a lot of time on this because it's that important. So I want to talk about something that most sellers don't fully grasp until it's too late. And that is the real cost of sitting on the market too long. Because most people think about selling their homes in terms of the sale price. And sale price matters, of course, it does, but it's not the only number that matters. Time on the market has a cost too, and that cost is more significant than most people realize. Every month your home sits on the market, you are paying your mortgage, your property taxes are accruing, your insurance is running, your utilities are on. If you already moved, you may be paying for two places at once. If you haven't moved yet, you're living in a home that needs to stay show ready at all times, which its own kind of exhausting. On a typical Santa Clarita home, carrying costs alone can run anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000 or more per month, depending on your loan balance and taxes and expenses. So every month you sit on the market unnecessarily is real money out of your pocket. A home that sits for 3 extra months costs you $9,000 to $18,000 in carrying cost alone before you even talk about price reductions. And then there are price reductions, because here's what happens when a home sits. Buyers and buyers agents are watching. The data is public. They can see exactly how long your home has been on the market, and they can see every price reduction you've made. Each reduction signals one thing to a buyer: the seller is losing ground. And when buyers smell that, they don't rush to make an offer. They wait, they think, and they drop it once. If they dropped it once, they will drop it again. Let me wait for the next cut. So now you're in cycle. The home sits, you reduce, buyers wait, you reduce again, and by the time you finally reach the price where the market would have accepted your home from the beginning, you've spent months getting there. You've paid all those carrying costs, and your negotiating position is weaker than it would have been on day one. I lived this with a client. I've told this story before, and I'll keep telling it because it is important. A seller I worked with, we started at a price that was slightly above where the market data said we should be. Not dramatically over, slightly over. And that slight overprice set off exactly the chain of events I just described. Months on market, multiple price reduction, a damaged listing, and they ended up selling $60,000 below where we started. If we had priced it right from day one, we would have had attracted buyers immediately, created competition, and likely sold at above that strategic asking price. The right price is not the lowest price, it's the smartest price. And in this market, smart pricing is the single most powerful thing you can do to sell your home fast. Now I want to tell you about a listing I had right here in Santa Clarita, because I want you to see what the other side of this looks like. What happens when a seller trusts the strategy and executes it correctly. I had a seller who came to me wanting to move. They had a beautiful home, well-maintained, great neighborhood, good floor plan, but they were nervous about the market. They had seen other homes in the area sitting for weeks, and they were worried the same thing would happen to them. We sat down together and I walked them through the data. I showed them exactly where comparable homes had sold, how long they had been on the market, and what the ones that sold quickly had in common versus the ones that sat. And then I gave them my honest recommendation on pricing, a number that was strategic, that reflected the current market reality, and that was designed to attract buyers immediately and create competition. They trusted that number. We prepared the home properly, cleaned it up, made a few targeted improvements, had it professionally photographed. We launched with strong marketing, got it in front of the right buyers locally and beyond, and we priced it to generate urgency. Within the first week, we had significant showing activity. Within 2 weeks, we had multiple offers on the table, multiple offers in a market where the average home sits for 45 days plus. But here's the part I really want you to hear, because this is what smart pricing actually does when it works the way it's supposed to. We sold that home for $40,000 above the list price. Let that sink in for a second. The average home in Santa Clarita Valley right now sitting for over 45 days. This home sold under 2 weeks within multiple competing buyers, driving the price $40,000 above. That's not luck, that's strategy. That's what happens when you price a home correctly, prepare it properly, and market it aggressively to target the right audience. The sellers walked away with more money than they expected in less time than they feared, with zero of the drama that comes with a home that sits and bleeds. They moved on to the next chapter with confidence and clarity. And I want to be very clear about something. That result did not happen because the market was easy. The market was the same 45-day plus market that it is right now. The other homes in that neighborhood were sitting just like everywhere else. The difference was entirely in the execution. Pricing right did not mean pricing low. It meant pricing strategically to attract maximum buyer attention and let competition do the work. That's what I do for every single one of my sellers. And that is what's possible for you in any market if you go in with the right strategy. Okay, so let's get specific. What are the actual factors that determine how fast your home sells here in the Santa Clarita Valley right now? I'm going to give you 5 of them. Number 1 is price. We've talked about this at length, and I make no apology for coming back to it because it's the most important variable in the entire equation. Your price determines everything that follows. It determines how many buyers see your home, how quickly they act, and how strong your negotiation position is. Price it right and everything else becomes easier. Price it wrong and nothing else matters. And how do you know if you're priced right? You look at the data. What have comparable homes in your neighborhood, similar size, similar condition, similar location, actually sold for in the last 60 to 90 days? Not listed, sold for. And what happened to the ones that did not sell? Where did they eventually land? The data tells the story of your market, and a good agent will walk you through every single number. Buyers in this market have options, and when buyers have options, they gravitate towards the homes that feel move-in ready. That doesn't mean you need to do full renovation before you sell. It means you need to address the things that create doubt in a buyer's mind: deferred maintenance, dated painted colors, cluttered spaces, neglected landscaping. All of these things signal to a buyer that they are inheriting problems, and that signal translates into lower offers, more contingencies, and longer time on the market. Before you list, walk through your home with fresh eyes. Better yet, have your agent walk through it with you. Identify what needs to be done and what doesn't. Spend your preparation dollars wisely. The right improvements will return far more than they cost. The wrong ones won't move the needle at all. In today's market, your home is first seen online. Before a buyer even steps through your front door, they have seen your photos, your virtual tours, your listing description, and they have already formed an opinion. If your photos are dark, cluttered, or shot on a phone, buyers swipe past it. If your photos are bright, well staged, and professionally shot, buyers book a showing. Professional photography in this market is non-negotiable. I don't list homes without it. It's one of the lowest cost, highest return investment you can make before going to market. And when you pair great photos with smart staging, the kind that makes your space feel larger, lighter, and more inviting, you are creating an emotional reaction in the buyer before they ever leave their couch. Listing your home on the MLS is not a marketing plan. It's a start point. A real marketing plan gets your home in front of the right buyers, not just the one happens to crawl past your listing. It includes targeted digital advertising, social media exposure, email marketing to active buyers' databases, outreach to buyers' agents who are working with qualified clients right now, and depending on your price point, regional and even national exposure. Santa Clarita attracts buyers from all over, people relocating from more expensive parts of Los Angeles, buyers looking for more space, families seeking good schools. Your marketing should reach all of them, not just the ones who happen to be driving through your neighborhood on a Sunday afternoon. Getting an offer is one thing. Getting you the best possible outcome on that offer is completely different skill. In a market where buyers have options, they are going to push. They are going to ask for repairs, credit, price reductions, after inspection, and extended contingency periods. A skilled agent knows how to protect your position, manage the negotiation, and keep the transaction moving without giving away what doesn't need to be given. Ask any agent you interview, walk me through how you handle inspection negotiations. What happens if the appraisal comes in low? How do you manage a buyer who gets cold feet after we are in escrow? The answer will tell you whether you have a strategic partner or someone who will fold the moment things get complicated. So here's the bottom line. In Santa Clarita right now, the market rewards sellers who are smart, not just sellers who are motivated. If you price it right, prepare it properly, and execute with a real strategy, you can absolutely sell your home quickly for strong money, even in this environment. I've done this recently and I'll do it again, and I want to do it for you. If you're thinking about selling your home in the Santa Clarita Valley or Los Angeles area, I want to have a real conversation with you. I'll tell you exactly what your home is worth in today's market, what it would take to get it ready, how long I expect to take based on current conditions in your specific neighborhood, and what your net proceed would look like. No pressure and no pitch, just real information so you can make the best decision for you and your family. You can give me a call at 661-236-8899. And if you found this video was helpful, please share it. There is a seller somewhere in your network who needs to hear this before they make a very expensive mistake. And I will see you on the next one.